Baltimore, October 3rd, 1849. A man arrives at a polling place to vote and discovers someone lying in the gutter, wearing shabby clothes and barely coherent. Unfortunately, it's not an unusual occurrence, except that it's Edgar Allan Poe, famous author of The Telltale Heart and The Raven. 4 days later, he will be dead. By then, Poe was a household name. Not only was he known for mystery and horror, but he also invented the genre of detective fiction. But the story of his own death may be his most confounding mystery. 175 years later, we're still trying to solve the mystery of Poe's demise using methods both dubious and scientific. Let's start with the sketchy stuff. Even in Poe's time, the mysterious death of a celebrity attracted a lot of attention and speculation. Newspapers blamed phrenitis, or congestion of the brain. A medical diagnosis? Not really. It was actually a common euphemism for people who drank themselves to death. Could alcohol be the culprit? Turns out, Poe didn't drink much. He was known to get intoxicated on one glass. Despite this, citing his own struggle with alcoholism, he had taken a temperance pledge shortly before his body was found. So, booze may not have been the cause after all. Nearly 20 years after his death, a new theory emerged, suggesting Poe had angered a woman and was beaten by her defender, who left him for dead. Well, that theory has no legs. Almost 150 years later, came an idea with some science behind it. Could Poe have died from rabies? A cardiologist with an office near Poe's grave published a study arguing that Poe's symptoms matched that diagnosis, which was common at the time. But the theory has no bite. In 1999, a researcher analyzed a sample of Poe's hair for evidence of carbon monoxide poisoning, which was sometimes caused by the coal gas used for indoor lighting. Well, that theory has largely dimmed from view. One of the most popular theories was called cooping. Remember, Poe was found at a polling place. It was election day. In the 1800s, voter fraud was a nasty affair. Cooping looked something like this. A gang would kidnap you and force you to vote multiple times for their candidate under different identities. Voting was often celebrated with a drink at the public house, which, conveniently, was the polling place in Poe's case. It seems to add up. Strange clothes, multiple votes, excessive drinks, and a guy who can't hold his liquor getting roughed up. So, can we confirm that cooping killed Edgar Allan Poe? Can we say, case closed? Nope. It still may have been just what the doctor wrote on the death certificate. Phrenitis, swelling of the brain. We may never know what ailed the tortured poet. Edgar Allan Poe loved a good mystery, but this is one he probably wished he'd never created.